Here are my 7 tips on how to save cash and live like a minimalist. Hello, and thank you so much for watching. I am a little bit late to the game in doing this tag. I found it from Dollar Dude's channel, and I think that there are some other people that have done the tag as well. I think when Our Life on a Budget has done it also, and I will try to find as many as I can and link to it. They're different titles, but the same idea. These 7 questions are the same, and I will try to find as many as I can. But I am really excited to do it again, about a year late to the party, but I am super excited to be doing it now. So I am going to read off my answers to these 7 questions, and also the questions will be linked below. Thank you again so much for watching, and if you haven't subscribed, please do that. Would love to have you along for the journey. So, question number 1. What is the most important frugal thing you do every day? This is just in my whale mug, and that's one of the frugal things that I do every day is I try to eat in as much as possible. Again, like reading these questions, it was kind of like a lot of them are pretty standard things that we all you hear the same advice over and over again, like save money, eat at home, make your own food, meal prep, etc. But that's definitely, they're tried and true. These are definitely things that I do every day to save money. But I think for me, the number one thing that I do when I'm on it, when I'm really like on my game, the number one thing that I do is I check my numbers every single day. I check my balances. I check my loan amount. I check how much I've spent the day before, how much I'm planning on spending, and if I'm really on it, this is the most important frugal thing I do every day. So number 1, the answer is keep track. Number 2, what is your best strategy for saving on utilities? Definitely pay them when they're due because they can really rack up. Pile up there. So that is something that I try to do to save on utilities. I know in some areas it makes a difference when like the power, like the prices fluctuate, like depending on the time of day, like the load, based on the load. And I really haven't seen that so much in our area. I could just be missing it on the breakdown, I don't know. But I know that definitely times of the year, it fluctuates seasonally. So I know we use a heck of a lot less electricity in the winter. So I don't know. I guess I've been told that our utilities are quite low for this area. I don't know if I believe it, but that's what people say. So as far as savings, standard stuff. Turn off lights when you leave the room. Unplug things when you're not going to be there for a while. Just again, that's pretty basic. Number 3, what is your best tip to save on food and household products? So for me, I'm someone, because my life is fairly simple and I don't have to worry about a bunch of other people, I value convenience. I have some things going on in my life, but so the most important thing is convenience, but having a plan and sticking to it. So I'm saying that my most important tip is having a plan. Because I know, especially when you go grocery shopping, no matter what your circumstances, it's really easy to just go and like randomly fill your cart with a bunch of crap, and before you know it, like $300 later, you're like, what the heck? Like, and I'm one person. I'm shopping for 2 people in my household. So definitely having a plan is important. It's not worth it to me to like shop around and comparison shop, like which, this place for canned goods, this place for meat, this place for produce. Like that's not so much worth it for me. But it is worth it to say, okay, this is what I need to buy. Like I need to buy almond milk, cold cuts, and arugula. Like to have a specific list, so I'm not like sort of led astray by whatever happens to be on sale. I mean, there's some like room for whatever happens to be in season, but not so much on like just grabbing random things that are on offer. So definitely, again, have a plan and stick to it. Try to buy in bulk when possible. For me, mainly it's just like non-perishables, things like toilet paper, paper towels, cleaning supplies, stuff like that. Number 4, what is your best tip to save on clothes? So this might be unconventional and it's not for a lot of people, but I am a huge thrift shopper. So like that is like, I love doing that. I love going to like consignment stores. I love going to the Goodwill outlet. I don't know if you know what that is, but if you don't, you should. It's a place, and you can check to see if there's one by you, but where Goodwill sends all of their clothes that don't sell after a normal sales cycle. I think it's like 30 or 90 days in the store. They send it all to an outlet, and then you go there and you pay by the pound. So that's a pretty good tip to save on clothes. And I also do a lot of reselling. So luxury online retail is something that I am kind of into. I wouldn't consider myself super fashionable. I love the idea of like sort of being a little bit more minimal like that, but that is how I like can kind of keep myself up to date as much as possible. I know present outfit excluded, but that's a great way for me to save, is to try and buy, say buy used whenever possible, but like, I mean, good quality used. Some people, that skeeves them out, and I'm like, I fully respect that, but I am all about saving and also sort of reuse it. You know, like in wartime 1940s mentality, you know, use it up, wear it out, do something, do without. Like, I'm all about like wearing something, giving it its maximum life. So that is my best tip to save on clothes. Really shop. I don't say shop for a bargain, but definitely, yeah, that's it. Like, shop for a bargain. Try to get the best deal possible. So yeah, don't just sort of rely on regular retail. There are always other ways you can sort of get the biggest bang for your buck. So that's my tip on that. And then what's your best strategy to stay out of debt or pay it down? Number 5. And again, it's just the same. Be intentional. Know your numbers. Know how much you have in the bank, how much you owe, and how much you are expected to bring in. Like, be very clear about your numbers. So this is something that I haven't been super, super great about lately. And now that I'm sort of getting back into the game, back to school, that sort of whole cycle, it's really important for me to know those numbers. So when I'm on it again, I check my bank account every day. And it's not so much like an obsessive thing. It's just getting into the habit of being very aware of what's going on and not just sort of like sitting back and letting things happen to you, but being very intentional. So that is my number 1 best strategy to pay down your debt. And if I would do it every day, I would probably be debt-free by now. So, and number 6, please share one thing that you do to save money that other people don't know. I have a secret savings account. It's secret from myself, where I just put away $10 a week, and I try not to look at it. I started it maybe, I want to say in February. It's just $10 a day. It's something like less than 300. It's like $250. But I mean, like, that's like little things add up. So I don't even notice the money going out of my account, but it's piled up. And I'm hoping to increase that to $15 a day. And the reason why I looked is because I'm trying to know my numbers. So I normally don't check that at all. I just kind of let it gather up, like, unbeknownst to myself. That's my sort of secret tip that people don't know. Number 7, final question. How important is it for you to save money? It's very important. It's very important. It's critical. It is so important because you gotta have that rainy day. You gotta have that just in case. It's critical. I'd say scale of 1 to 10, it's probably a 13. Do I always do what I need to save money? That's a different question, but it's very important to save money. So these are my answers. I don't know if there's anything. I'm hoping that's helpful, and I'm really excited to participate in this tag, finally. So thank you for letting me participate. Thank you for watching if you've gotten that far. Thank you to Dollar Dude. I will link his channel below and as many of the other contributors as I can find. And again, I thank you for watching and for bearing with me. It's super early in the morning. I've got kind of a morning scratchy voice as I'm like trying to get myself back into the day, but get myself into the day. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you will keep watching. Bye.